Hey, what is everybody? This is your boy, Nowonshall, coming at you with yet another Star Trek Fleek in my video. Excuse me for the voice, I'm a little sick, but as we know, the servers are down. We get to go look at some new content from this preview that the gracious overlords have given us. So before we get into the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification down below. Don't forget, there is that subscribe button. If you want to help out, please do so. That'd be greatly appreciated. So let's dive into the new content. The new arc is going to be called Gorn Invasion Pt1, which asterisk going to be Strange New World, which we all saw that preview the other week that they released, which was cool. So in this arc, we're seeing a new building, has some buffs, some new officers, refits, more primes, another isolated weapon, or not isolated weapon, another forbidden tech, another hostile. So let's go look at the first one. This is going to be Alliance building, which is going to be called the War Room, which is going to be based on Alliance PvP-based events. It's going to be a PvP-based building, which, of course, Scope is going to force more PvP down our throat. But it has some good buffs. You don't really have to contribute in PvP. You can just contribute, like, resources like normal. So you don't have to if you don't want to. But the Worm is based on events. Progression milestones are archived through the PvP engagement by Alliance members. Your wins and your losses, your stolen G2 mats, or G2 plus materials, resources, condensed lat, and raw ISO are all listed there. How much your alliance is stolen in general. So those PvP alliances are going to have some big numbers that, yeah, not even going to go there. Finished milestones, Alliance members will get a war key, which can unlock emblems of honor. I don't really know what that is. Resources, materials, ship parts, and a path toward tactical warmonger. I put a question mark there because I was confused. I was going through the slides pretty quick. The building does have increases as you level the building up as a Alliance. Shield HP 20% up to 32,000. Sorry. Officer stats 10 to 22.5k, 1,000%. These are all percentage-based ones. Isolated damage 0.5 to 50%. That's as you level the building up. Then we have our new officers. So let's go down to our new officers, which they have one of my favorites there. If you can't tell, you don't know me at all. So our first officer is going to be Strange New World Mbenga. Mbenga that actually does something good. His captain ability is Muscle Menos, but his officer's one is where it starts to look good. So at the beginning of the start of combat, Strange New World Mbenga increases all mitigation stats by 1% of officer health versus non-armada hostiles by 1.5, 2.5, and 1.5k%. That is based on synergy of the officers you have on there. I'm not sure if they work with our current Strange New World meta officers. So then we have his officer ability is increases shield HP every round versus non-armada hostiles by 2, 4, 6, 8, 15%. That's where it gets interesting. So where we get Sam Kirk as our captain is where it's going to really matter versus Mbenga. Mbenga's more of an officer at this point, from my eyes, personally. If you want to argue it, tell me in the comments. So Sam Kirk, he's an epic, of course. Captain reduces enemy shield HP by every round versus non-armada hostile by 10, -10, -8, -5%. See where I mean? Well, look at that. His officer was pretty good too. His officer increases crit damage versus non-armada hostiles 40, 90, 150, 230, 350%. So those are based on his officer level or his officer rank. So he's more captain than Mbenga in my eyes. Well, of course, because he's a Kirk. There's Chapel, my favorite. I don't know why they made her rare. They should have made her like a super duper epic. Officer increases the amount of volatile ISO you get from destroying Gorn hostiles. Yeah, we haven't talked about that yet. 25, 50, 90, 140, 200%. They're percentage based. Below deck is where I like more of her, which is at the start of each combat, Strange World Chapel increases ISO cascade damage versus non-armada hostiles by 5, 10, 15, 25, 40%. There's a reason why we're going to need her. So let's jump to the hostiles. All right, so let me get her out. So we have a new hostile, which is going to be in the G4 to G5 system, G6 or G5 to G6. I can't remember the exact one. The new hostile is called the Gorn Hostile. Gorn Hostiles will only be destroyed by isolated damage. Yeah, you heard me. Once destroyed, they drop volatile ISO matter, which can be exchanged for rewards such as officer shards, artifact pieces, material, and faction credits. So that's our new one coming to the game right now. And then let's go look at what's next. So let's grab that. So we went our building, and now we can go to our refits. So one of the refits kind of annoys me, to be honest, and I'll tell you why. But we'll start with the board cube, which is going to be my favorite refit currently. If I have enough money, I'm going to buy it straight out, not going to lie. So that's transwarp drive, increases warp, or it gives you instant warp travel, which you require a token. So it's basically like the disco, but you can't pull anything with it, and it increases the hull HP, which is a good refit. So Voyager's one is going to be the one that annoys me. It's going to be good for PvPers that prey on people to destroy their bases. So it is Astromaster Century refit. Scan station, P shield expiration info, plus max cargo increased by 30%. Yeah, it was a max cargo one that makes me mad. But if you can't tell what it is that makes me mad on that one, you'll see now. All right, so we'll go over the primes. I don't have pictures of the primes, but I have a picture of the new forbidden tech. So we'll go over that. So 4 primes, and these are going to be more in the line of PvP, and of course, it does annoy me as well. So we have Prime Hull Breach Resilience. Decreases opponents' crit hit damage by 150% for 3 rounds if your ship has Hull Breach at the beginning of any round of combat. Yeah. There's still another one that's going to be a little bit more annoying. Prime Borg Cube ISO damage. Increases ISO damage for your Borg cutting beam by 15%. Looks like that's more aiming toward the new hostiles, if we look at it like that. We have Prime Mining Rate, which if you're a miner, increases mining rate of all mineable resources by 500%. And here's the one that annoys me. Prime PvP damage resilience. Decreases enemy weapon damage by 150 to 400%. Does not apply for station defense. Yeah. That one's not a great one. Another way to make sure someone who can spend can survive longer in a battle and win more. Thanks. Forbidden Tech. Parga's ISO weapon is a forbidden tech, which you can get that from through the new war building. So increases ISO Cascade versus Gorn Hunters by 7.5% up to 50% max. And the next tier of it increases base hull health by 10% up to 2,500%. The next tier of it increases ISO defense versus hostile by 10 to 80%. Increase base damage versus hostiles by 150 to 2,500%. So we went on our building and its buffs. I really don't care about like the PvP part, but I care about the buffs, which is nice. The officers, which I'm thinking Sam Kirk's going to be the best one as your captain, then Mbenga. Then we're going to find a third, and then Chapel goes under deck. Our refits, I love the cube. I'm not happy about the Voyager one. Not at all. New hostiles, which are going to be a new challenge, which are going to be all ISO damage based. So we're going to have a little bit of challenge here when we're going after them. 4 prime nodes, which are not going to be muscle menace in many books, but I like the damage for the cutting beam, for the ISO damage. Mining rate's cool, but that's about it there. The new forbidden tech's pretty cool if you look at it like that. So we're going to see how this feels when the information comes out, or, well, this stuff drops for the arc. I hope you guys are gonna like it. For the most part, War Room's mediocre to me. Officers are great because that's a new PvE meta for us. Cool refit for the cube, not so cool Voyager. Hostile gonna be an interesting one. Prime notes, whatever about. But we'll see what happens. All right, it is Nowonshall signing off. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, hit that bell notification down below if you like the content. Don't forget there are donation links down below if you want to help support the channel. PayPal, Cashapp, Venmo if you want to do that kindness. Don't forget to tell your alliance about my videos. I appreciate everything you guys do, all the time you spend with me, all the time you guys do spend talking to me, and the friends I have gotten from it. I appreciate it, guys. All right, guys, it is Nowonshall signing out. Peace out. Have a wonderful day.